he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open his head wide open. Cracked open his amazing.
And welcome back everybody, it's Mario Kart Wii. We're back again with Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii. Yes, I know, changed controller types as you can tell. I went to the Wii Remote and Nunchuck combination. This is my preferred way of playing the game whenever I play this. So last time we played as Baby Mario and Baby Peach. We are going to go to my best friend's favourite character, Toad. Go with the Koopa. That's my phone going off, if you heard that vibration. So yes, we got gold, but we didn't get 3 stars for both. Now we're going to the Star Cup. I was originally just going to do Wii Remote, then I was thinking, oh, I'll do Star Cup and Special Cup, and I'm going to need the extra control for this. So yeah, so let's start with the Star Cup first. So I'm going to try and do the cups in different ways in the game, different so now we go to Daisy Circuit, which is one of the first times actually Daisy has had a circuit. I think it actually is the first time that Daisy has had a circuit track. She's had Daisy Cruiser before, but not a specific circuit track. I'm going to go with the pause button, just to say that's my control structure. Of course, shaking the Wii Remote will give you a trick. It doesn't show that. But this is one of my best combinations for the lightweights. I love the Concerto car. Didn't even notice the banana peel. So as you can see, I avoided that with shaking the Wii Remote. You probably even maybe heard it, considering the music kind of subsided when the power block... That's actually the first time I've actually noticed that the power block does that. I'm expecting it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so I'm expecting that there's going to be a third charge of Mini Turbo there with the pink spikes, but... Oh shit, just seeing that the banana peel. So yeah, so I did avoid it into two episodes. I went with Baby Mario and Baby Peach, so I think that's the structure I'm going to have. Yeah, the music kind of doesn't. Oh really? It just got a bloody red shell too. I like that you can toss these cones around as well. I like this track. It is very, very basic in structure. Come on, guys. This is not even fun. As some people would say with Mario Kart Wii in general. But the fact that there's 3 blue shells in one race, that's pretty crazy. It doesn't tell you C is to look back. Most of these controls are in the instruction manual, when instruction manuals actually had the controls and like a few other things in them. Because now most of them are digital ones, and even then, half the time, like the paper that's included, it isn't even like the guarantee with like the health and safety and stuff like that. It's just See, I don't mind there being a lightning bolt there, because at least it's only happened once. And maybe that's why I got like a couple of blue shells, because I'm that far ahead. Yeah, I will say, like, the soundtrack for this game, like, there's a lot of good tracks in this, music-wise. So there's so many good ones. Look at that, 8 seconds, almost 8 seconds. Yeah, I thought the structure of working out where characters were on the table and having people say in the comments. Of course, I've actually uploaded the first video at the time of this recording, but it hasn't actually gone live yet. That won't be until Thursday this week. It is Monday, so or Thursday my time. Now we have Koopa Cape, which of course returned in the most recent wave of the Booster Course Pass, which is really good. I just noticed that yacht that was in the bottom there. So we kind of get the yacht from Daisy Circuit, kind of. Oh, that was nice. I heard the shell. I didn't realize it was right behind me. But a lot of the structure of this design, of like the original design of this track, returning, like with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is fantastic. I think when it comes to the CPUs, like the computer players, in the higher classes, the power block won't actually affect them nearly as much. Of course, this track returned in Mario Kart 7 as well. I almost hit that bloody lightning bolt then. I like the half-pipe ramps. I think that was a great addition. Yeah, Toad is Jordan's favorite character. And I used to bash Toad a lot, and I still like. I kinda. I'm a bit indifferent to the character. Like, I can understand why some people do like him, and he's pretty useful in some capacity in the series in general. He's a fun character to play as, but I think some of my animosity to it is what I was viewing back in the day when it comes to the character. Plus, like, things, like, of course, later on in time, I can't even speak. But like the fact that we get, you know, like things like Sticker Star, the Color Splash wasn't as bad with Toads, but they still weren't great in that game. The fact that most of the characters, especially in Sticker Star, and even like Origami King, they're still involved in that. They still can't stray away from like just normal Toads being in the game. And I've fallen off that twice. I'm surprised I didn't fall off it in like the second lap. Someone hit the Goomba, obviously. I love how they were like right next to me, and then they all kind of folded there, as you can see. Looks like they've all fallen off in that spot. I think the water is a good use of speed on this track. I think it makes it like very unique, which is really great. It's weird not seeing this in like an underwater section, because Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 both had that. So it's like it's a bit weird seeing the structure of it very different in this game. I'm just not used to no underwater sections, because I'm probably like I'm so used to that now, But I gotta remember there was a day and age where that wasn't a feature. Look at that. Only 20 seconds. I don't know what was happening. So yeah, so there's the table. But yeah, Koopa Cave, I still think is one of the better tracks in Mario Kart Wii. And of course, this is considerably one of people's many favourites in this. I think Coconut Mall, I think, beats this track out in terms of popularity. But this track, Maple Tree Way, very close second. I enjoy it as well. I like the multiple pathways that you have in this game. Like in this track, it's great, and the music's very, very peaceful, which I think is great. Oh, I hit Waluigi, I think. Or it might have been Donkey Kong, I'm not sure. I think I actually prefer the instrumentation of this original track than the remixes that we get in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8, because of course this is another track that did return in Mario Kart 7. They picked a lot of good ones. They picked Koopa Cave, they picked Coconut Mall, and they picked this track. I'm pretty sure this was in 7. I think memory serves me right. Yeah, they have all sorts of different pathways at the end, which I think is great. Alright, I'm pretty far ahead, I'll take the shortcut. So yeah, so if you have a mushroom, you can drive over that shortcut. We'll give you a booster and an item as well. Two boosters and an item. So it's pretty useful. It's a pretty useful shortcut to take. It does have its benefits. Of course, if you don't have the speed going through the shortcut, it's a bit of a risk. But again, it's a risk reward type of thing with shortcuts like this. And god damn it. I mean, at least it structurally made sense. The fact that I got, move, Wiggler. Hadn't been that stuck against the Wiggler in so long. I think I kind of submitted myself to that. But there's no trick ramp there. Usually there's I think in Mario Kart 7 and 8 they make those two trick ramps there. Maybe not that one in particular, but I know that the first one I think usually is either a flat piece of ground, or they usually have it as a trick ramp leading into that half pipe part. Yeah, you can get multiple tricks off that rope bridge. Okay, on this side. Just trying to make sure I hit somebody with that one. Oh, okay, Koopa Troopa. This is still a bit further back in the field that I would have liked. Oh, Bowser got that. Said Bowser's head bloody turned around. That's one thing I do like about the UI being on the screen, is that you can see like the other people's heads spin out. It's a very basic thing, but I like it because it's like, oh yeah. Don't know why I threw that, considering that the fake item box is something that's transparent, so items can actually go through it. I don't get some of these sounds that Toad makes though. It's a bit weird. And then you have like the tree roots on the ground that you can actually trick over as well. Look at that. Like almost the full straightaway. It's 5 seconds, it's not as bad this time. But I think that's what it is. I think for stars, I think it's points. Where the other people are, like the CPU and the computers are in terms of points as well. So it's your points gap. If you've got 60 points, the points gap, and time. And last but not least, we have Rumble Volcano, which of course returned in Mario Kart 8, which I think was a fantastic pick. Because I love this track. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but I really like it. I like the dynamic behind it. This game had a very big exploit in terms of time trials, which is on the left of the starting line. Oh, didn't mean to hit Koopa Troopa, but okay. Oh, I hit someone near the back. See, I don't know whether the high part of the track is the faster part or is the bottom. I know this part can be faster. You get no item on this side, but you get the booster, so you get like again a risk reward. And most of the Mario Kart games are like that in terms of multiple pathways. They give you a bonus. So the lower part of that track, I think, has, like, this one has a booster and an item. I think the other one has an item and has a trick ramp near the end, as you can see with the edge. Oh my god, Yoshi got fucked. That was a shot and a half. Now, as you can see, the volcano is breaking down some of the road. This is why I have the nunchuck, because doing this with the stand wheel right with the motion control is pretty damn difficult to do some of these tight turns, I'll tell you. Now I have these fireballs. As you can see, the volcano in the background is throwing the fireballs. They will be a hazard on the road. Be very careful when driving on the part that is shaking, because that can drop off pretty quickly. If you're not careful, it can drop right down for you. So now, of course, we have basically a new track, because now all the parts that were shaking before are now in. Oh, geez, thank God I'm not saving my life. Save my lead. But now it's like, kind of like, in terms of them doing dynamic stuff with the tracks in Mario Kart 7 and 8. It feels like they started doing that in this game. Because you can see it in tracks like Goma Volcano, where they're kind of like, the track's kind of falling apart a little bit. Careful. Love doing that trick over the top of the fireball. I'm usually not that close. Oh shit, I didn't actually get another item out of that. That fire snake nearly fucked me there. So yeah, there's an island on the left side of the starting line, which you could technically somehow glitch to go around. Like, I mean, you could drive up to it and boost around it, and it would actually count as you going over the finish line and doing a lap. I don't know why it did that, but it just, I think maybe because it registered you behind the starting line, and you'd gone that much distance away that it felt like it was a lap. And you could exploit the game to get really fast times with that. Because if you went online to see the times online for Grumble Volcano specifically, for time trial ghosts, they were all very short. And there's many videos on YouTube that will show that. I think I had seen a bunch of them in the past. But yeah, you are able to do that. I love those like characters like Hammer Brother in the background, but we don't actually get to play as them in the game. It's kind of like a bit of a spoiler. See, I only got one star again. See, I got like a 12-point gap with Donkey Kong. Sometimes you're gonna get lucky. Yeah, so unlock the special cup. And now I've on this 50cc Star Cup, so now I've got King Boo as a playable character. And I love that they have like a little animation when you press next, it's really cool. So yeah, so that's the Star Cup. So now, of course, we've got a new character. It actually opens up a lot more of the playable roster. Oh, that's actually my thing on the sensor bar. So now we've got Koopa Troopa, the last of the lightweights from the original. So we're just going to go with a ram car. I think I might go just a standard car because it's actually probably the best in terms of stats in the middle. But we have some of the hardest tracks in the game with the Special Cup, which makes sense. It is a Special Cup, so it makes a lot of sense. We have Dry Ruins. This track is okay. I'd say out of some of the original tracks, it's probably one of the worst in this game in particular. I definitely think it's still a good track. I think it's probably one of the best desert tracks that they've got in the franchise. Like I think Calamari Desert is technically is a desert track as well, but you can't really beat that one because that one is very classic. But I think this is a pretty good a track as well. It's definitely better than Bone Dry Dunes, which was in Mario Kart 8, which fuck me dead. Of course, Mario Kart 7 didn't have an original one because it got Desert Hills from DS as a retro track. You could hear that. So yeah, so we have that little section there. It actually fills up with sand as well. So again, transitional track, which of course they ended up doing in Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. They didn't do that in Sega All Stars Racing. Team Sonic Racing did that as well with dynamic tracks as well. But Sonic and All Stars Racing definitely did that. Of course, you can see in Mario Kart 7 they do that with some of the structures of those tracks in that game in particular as well. Mario Kart 8, like I said earlier. But you can definitely see like them planting the seeds for it. I hope I don't get hit by that. I'll get the track and get that speed back. Of course, this is the last game that didn't incorporate coins as pickups. Sand will very much slow you down in this as well, so be very careful. You got like pokies all over the place. Take the inside track. I used to be able to take the inside track a lot, but it's not as speedy as the outside can be. And again, the music for this is pretty great. I like the Arabian feel. I know that's probably like stereotyping, and that's not great, but I like the fact that it has like that sort of like desert region feel. And you can even see like on the outsides of this track here, like you can see the sand filling up in the background, which I think is great. Oh, missed the trick that time. Go. It was a very simple, like I think out of that, like I think it's like the half pipe ramps towards